go. Morning. 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 Ooh-wee. They got a good, I can hear it spewing under that ground. They got a great water leak right there. Looks like on underneath that hydrant. That's gonna be fun. That's probably at least a 4 inch, I would think. 3 to 4 inch water line, I would assume. No fun at all. But it used to be, I think that's the biggest water service I've ever worked on was a 3 inch. 3 inch copper. That's when I was green in business back in the day. I definitely had to call somebody above me that knew how to work on that kind of stuff. The right parts to use. Not that I could have, silver soldered everything up, but times were changing. There was different techniques, different tools to make the job easier, and it was a learning process for sure. I left a lot of money on the table on that job, just being so green. Man, oh well, I had a good time. My career was wonderful. I loved it. This journey's not too bad. lot slower pace this new journey I'm on. A lot of uncovering things within. Like them Thoth teachings say, the kingdom is within. So within, so without. As above, so below. The kingdom is truly within yourself. Most people are looking outward. I've been guilty, but I've done a lot of inner work in the past too. Just different genres, so to say, of inner work. The inner work I'm working on now is not for everyone, that's for sure. But that's why they make chocolate and vanilla. Different flavors, different varieties. A little bit of everything you want out there. I just know I want peace. I'm on the journey to remain keeping this peace. I'll take peace over joy and happiness any day. Peace is nice. I wouldn't say any day. I couldn't say any day because, man, I've had a lot of joyful, happy moments in my life. But once all that gets stripped from you and you find peace, it's just a different level. Joy and happiness are pretty easy to replace with the right ingredients. Peace takes work, takes stamina. And I do plan on protecting the peace I have the way I protected everything I've ever loved. Having the ability to start my second retirement, having the knowledge to be able to start my second retirement, having the dedication, the willpower, the sacrifices I have to make to create my second retirement. It's just part of the journey. It's fun. I'm having a good time. I mean, I would have never thought my life was turning out like this. It's crazy. Could get only crazier. Fortune can come and go so fast. It's just being prepared for that fortune. So many go broke after receiving that fortune because they're not prepared. And I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy. I know a lot of ways not to make $1 million. That's all. I just know a lot of ways not to make $1 million. For me and my character, the way it didn't make me $1 million could make you $1 million. I just found all the ways not to first, somehow, some way. And now I'm trying the way that would have made me my millions over the past 30 years. For my next 30 years, we're going to attempt that route. The route that would have worked. So we'll see how it goes. I remember starting my business in 2009, March of 2009. I worked one job per day, making $90 a day. Made $90 a day. That's what I averaged in business. My wife pulled the weight because she was the breadwinner. Then that role swapped. You know, it didn't take 3 or 4 years to get well established and on the way. Then life is history after that. And then you wake up one day and 13 years have passed. Kids grow up, have grandkids. People grow apart. Kids start raising their own families. Your wife of 31 years is, you all grown apart because you've lived separate lives. I was doing my thing, she was doing her thing. People grow apart when you wake up and you're just face to face with each other and you don't even know each other. It's crazy. But yet you know every trauma, everything that them people been through their entire life. It ain't that I didn't know my wife. You just don't. You grow apart. You don't know their insides. You don't know their guts. You don't know their feelings, their emotions, the battles within, because you don't. Hell, I bet I didn't spend an hour a day with my wife for a long, long time. Because I was so busy working on myself. It's not a regret. It's just the facts of life. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And I've lost everything I love, from my livelihood to my family. But I'm growing in so many different ways that so many people won't be able to. I'm just thankful I put in the work, the inner work of what I was working on internally for all them years, because from 2020 to 2024, I couldn't have survived life without all that inner work that I've done prior. There's not a chance. I mean, it was the toughest years of my life. The past, from 2020 to 2024, were the worst years of my life. If it was not for that inner work that I've done, emotional mastery, trying to live as I was living and be the best I could be and having a good time doing it. And man, I just, very thankful for myself for doing all the hard work early. So thankful for myself for doing all the hard work early. These last years, not that they're not going to be hard, but should be easier, as life should be. A lot of people fluff off early in their years, and I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just saying. I see a lot of older folks struggling, and I never wanted that. That's why I was working so hard to become financial free. But anyway, that's the way it worked out for me. I'm just thankful for all the opportunities I still have, because I'm in great shape compared to many, many, many people. Very, very thankful for my circumstances at the current moment. My house pays me $1,000 a month. The income I receive, I get to reinvest a third of it, just like I always planned. Not that I planned on reinvesting a third of my money, but just living off of the money that I had accumulated and then reinvesting a certain portion of it to continue the growth. I mean, that was my plan for so long. And even though it didn't work out with the number of zeros that I anticipated, I'm still living that idea, that idea, that dream. It's pretty amazing. Just no one to share it with. That's the only thing. But my wife's off to a good thing too. Hell, she just finished a book. working on her finishing up her second book. I mean, sometimes relationships stunt your growth. But I'm very fortunate, very thankful for my wife, to have the wife I had for as long as I got to have her, because without her, wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be who I am without my father, my dad, for having the patience with me. I was a knucklehead, and teaching me. We kept continuing teaching and teaching. When he had every right not to, because I was such a knucklehead. Man, I had a P-poor attitude. My attitude sucked. But when your dreams are shattered at that age, your hopes and your dreams, it's just the way it is. My hopes and dreams have been shattered many times, financially. I mean, just shattered, especially financially. But I'm still here in the game. I can't believe it. And in the position that I'm in, life is wild. And them zeros can be added overnight. It's what's crazy about life. You can be rug pulled and it can all be given back just as quick. It's unreal how life is. And now anyway, pretty cool times is all I know. It's good to be me these days. It's always been good to be me, looking back and looking at it from a different lens, from a different perspective in hindsight. It was always good to be me. That's why I was so joyful and happy, because I was so joyful and so happy and giddy all the time. My job, my career was not work. It was enjoyable. This first retirement is enjoyable. The things I'm able to work on, and because I have the time, the things I'm able to work on knowledge-wise within myself too. I'm spending more time within myself than gaining knowledge. I mean, it's like all the knowledge I'm learning, I already know. It's unreal. I still do get caught up on that doom scrolling, but not as bad this last week as I've caught myself in the evening times when I'm laying in bed. I'll sit there and scroll for an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes. But here lately, I've caught myself within 30 minutes or so doing that crap and getting away from it. But the things they're trying to teach me, it's like I already know. I've already listened to all the Alan Watts stuff, and I understand so much, and I understand so much about Carl Jung, and that's the kind of life I live now, by their teachings and all that other stuff anyway, there's so much. I have so much knowledge, and the more I know, the less I know. That's what's crazy. Not enough time to explain everything I know in one video, and also not enough people that could even understand my theories, my understandings of what life is, because they're just not on that level. It's not that I'm on a higher level. I just have different understandings, different ideologies. And I would never expect anyone to be able to wrap their head around my stuff. I mean, there's only going to be a select few people who know and understand the way I do how life could be. everybody's so wrapped up in their daily lives. They're so busy, they're not stopping to. I mean, it's just the way it is, though. Nothing I can do about it. I just see things quite a bit different than a lot of people. How the entirety of the universe from creation till ending, which is all the entire loaf, it's all created, it is all there. We're just in a certain slice of the, not that the other stuff's not going on, not that the future hasn't already happened. We just haven't, like reading a book, you know, the ending's there, you just haven't got to it yet. It already exists, it's already created. How you are there's so much I couldn't make you understand. Not even gonna try. You are a pre-programmed, in my opinion, we are all pre-programmed. Free will, free choice is just an illusion. You are an observer within this body, just observing the life it led. That's it, nothing more. Just, you know, the data centers, it's already been done. We're reliving what already has been. The data centers are to capture moments like this so that they're relivable, so that your consciousness, or your consciousness, your soul, whatever you want to, you know, all that stuff can relive. Eternity is a very long time. And I mean, most people just don't even think about it. How you can relive certain, I mean, just like in a video game, how you play a different character, your consciousness and your soul will be able to be installed in whatever entity you desired to play on Earth, whatever. I mean, I don't even know how to try to make that make sense. How I know you're Bill. Let's just say your name is Bill right now. You're living Bill's life for 100 measly years. What's after that 100 measly years? I mean, eternity is a very long time. If you have the coin and the, you know, maybe it takes coin to get to, who knows? But you'll be able to say relive Becky's life. You know, she had a whatever kind of life, and you'd like to experience that type of life. That's what all these data centers are. They're collecting data on you, on each and every bird, each and every moment. You know, the birds singing, it's capturing everything. And your chip is going to be in a certain slot. And in time, them big data centers are going to condense into smaller and smaller because they have all the information, and it's going to get condensed and compacted into smaller and smaller areas where, you know, eventually it'll all be on, could be all on one little disk. Each civilization, you know, go download your consciousness, and in each civilization, Egypt, whatever, they had all that's been recorded. It's all, so many civilizations have been buried underneath us, but all of it's been recorded. You know, all of it's under the Vatican. 5 miles of library is what they say, but it could even be more. You know, the Library of Alexandria, although it was burned down, the knowledge is still there. It's still archived somewhere. Somebody knows everything. Somebody knows everything. It's all documented. We are living in artificial intelligence as we speak. Everything that is already has been. As within, so without. It's already existed. It's already done. We're living a past experience, I guess. The way I feel it, the way I understand it. I work on a lot of internal stuff like that. Hope you enjoyed the walk with me. It was a nice walk. So those of you that stayed, thank you, hang out. And those that think I'm wild and crazy, hell, join the fucking crowd. Here we go. See y'all later.